Hi, this is Dawn Michelle from Makeup or Breakup blog, and I'm so excited because today I'm going to be reviewing, finally, a couple of things from Colourpop. And the first thing I have is the Colourpop No Filter Foundation. And it's in the color, let's see if I got this right, Fair 35. I also got the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, which is already one of my must-haves, go-to favorites. And for $6, this is an incredible bargain for something that I will put up against the Tarte No Shape Tape. I think it holds up on its own very well. And I've reviewed it, I think, before. And finally, I got one of the palettes, the Mar palette. I'm just going to check this concealer because they recently changed the numbers and added more tones to their color line for the concealer. So this is what mine looks like. It looks like about the same packaging. It's a little hard. It's like has some nice weight to it. But I've used the Colourpop concealer before. There are times when I have just left the house with just the concealer under my eyes after priming my face, and I was just fine with that. So this is the one I'm really curious about, which is the No Filter from the same line as a concealer, but this one is called the No Filter Natural Matte Foundation. And this is what it looks like. It has pump. Very nice, so you can control how much you put on there. And this little baby goes for $12. $12 US on the Colourpop website. Now I'll read what it says, the little blurb. It reads, developed for the selfie age, our buildable, full coverage, natural matte foundation delivers flawless looking skin from day to night. Oil-free, lightweight formula blends smoothly. Good to know there's no oil in there. And is easily customizable to create the coverage you want. Build it up, sheer it out. It was developed with innovative, soft, blurring pigments to deliver true color while looking and feeling natural. The lockable pump, you can lock the pump. The lockable pump is easy to use and keeps your routine mess-free. As always, 100% vegan and cruelty-free. Saying the things I'd like to hear, the net weight is 25 ml, which is 0.85 fluid ounces. Okay, and it also gives you suggestions on how to put it on. So it starts off by saying our buildable, full coverage, natural matte foundation. So apparently you can make it look as sheer or as thick or as matte as you want it to look. I'm a little intrigued that it's saying all these claims, but it also gives advice here as to how to start, what I say to start, how to apply it. Start center of the face and then blend outward, which is nice, you know, for those of us who have never used foundation before, or this is the first one we're trying. It also mentions for maximum coverage what type of tools to use, and for this respect it says to use either a large brush or a medium brush regarding the foundation brushes, the ones that have that. For a medium it says to use a duo fiber or a small duo fiber brush or a blending sponge. So a blending sponge will give you medium coverage instead of full coverage as like what one of those large foundation brushes may. So I found that interesting too. And also what I found interesting is the very first ingredient in this is water. It just says water. It's not agua, it's not agua C or whatever kind of number it might be, or aqua. It simply says water. And to me that's fantastic. It does have, of course, some names that are unmentionable as far as trying to sound them out, but dimethicone does appear here as the 4th ingredient on the list. Glycerin appears as the 7th ingredient on the list. And silica, interestingly enough, appears as the 9th ingredient on the list. Just in case you want to know. One ingredient that I found throughout the list that I found very, very interesting, and I don't know what to think of this. One of the ingredients in there is synthetic sapphire. Sapphire, like the ring, the gem. Synthetic sapphire? Someone wants to tell me what synthetic sapphire is and why it's relevant in a cosmetics product? Please leave me a comment below. You'll see how much I love my Colourpop. This is the old one before they made the switch, and you see I used it to the bitter end. There's barely any product left in there. I've used this so much. And then this is the new one. I think this one is the lighter version that I had wanted originally, but I had gotten it slightly darker because I was desperate to get it. But they look about the same. Yeah. Only this has been lovingly used to death, so I can't wait to open up a fresh one. So this says this is clickable. I think I hear something there. Let's see if I got this right. Okay, like this, you can't pump it. See? So that's good. And now, oh, see, now I can make it pump. It's liquidy. Yeah, it's not, it's kind of liquidy. Okay, and I'm gonna close this up. I like that it has that function. Okay, so let's just go in and see. So it says to go in the center. So usually, to me, that's the nose, the cheeks, above head, and then we spiral out. So I think I'm going to do medium coverage today because, as it indicated on the website, because I went to Colourpop's website for the information on the foundation, it says that if you're going to use a sponge, expect medium coverage. So first glance going on, this is pretty sheer to me. This is not really medium. But then again, I didn't really put a lot on my sponge, and this is a dampened Real Techniques sponge. And I'm looking at it now, and it's not bad. It seems to match my skin, but it's very light. So I am going to use some more and see how this buildable stuff works. So again, I don't like applying onto my sponge. I like to rather apply on my skin and do that real quick. Maybe do this. Again, it's very liquidy. Yeah. Have to say, very liquidy. Okay, so I'm going back in with the Beauty Blender, just cause. Blend it up nicely. And it seems like this second round, I'm starting to see a little bit more coverage. It's more pronounced now, you see, especially at the hairline. I'm noticing it's much more pronounced, the color. Okay, and I am next going to use my trusty no filter concealer in Fair 04. That's the new number I was before. I think I was 15. And again, the same flat looking paddle brush. Put a little on my eyelids for good measure. Since I don't have a primer per se, as far as the eyes. Okay, and I'm going to use my dampened brush, Beauty Blender, my Real Techniques baby, and I'm going to blend in here. So this is how my face looks like Looks very blank, and the coverage is pretty nice. It's not it's not crunching or crusting up anywhere just yet. It's still a little damp from the Beauty Blender and the application, but so far I like what I see. It looks natural. It doesn't look outlandish or anything. So now to put the color and all that back in my face. Hi again, this is Dawn Michelle of Makeup Breakup Blog at the 8-hour mark, actually 8+ hours. I put this foundation on around 12 o'clock. It is now going on 8:30 p.m. So from 12 noon to 8:30, this makeup has been on. This foundation, as you can see, not bad. It's still holding up pretty well, but there is some fading here around the nose. You're seeing some of the redness, the natural redness that I have around my nostrils, and on the tip you see that it's come off already, and in some fine lines here it has settled into some fine lines, but as far as my laugh lines, not bad. I don't see it. So if you're curious to try out the Colourpop new foundation, I would say go ahead and check it out. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Dawn Michelle from Makeup Breakup Blog, and I guess I'll catch you on the next makeup adventure. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.